Hello everyone, it is Wild Rumpus again, and we've got some Jimvitational 2. Still doing some round 1 coverage. Today we have Kollin versus Adam. Kollin, of course, is Kollin 7 and Adam AC 77. Let's get right into game 1. So of course this is best of 3. We do have Metacham, the new OU Mon on the block. Is going to force out that Tyranitar and chunk Zapdos for quite a lot with a resisted Focus Punch. And going for another one on the switch out as well, catching Forretress. And that's going to do 70%. Metacham has revealed Leftovers, so it can switch out moves here. And it's just going for another Focus Punch on the Spike, so it will clean up that KO. Only one Spike for Fori. As well, Fori teams tend to rely on Forretress for Rapid Spin as well. So if Kollin has some spikes of his own, that would be quite beneficial to have Fori gone. Celebi is going to scare out the Metacham into Kollin's own Celebi, which is going to BP out on the Calm Mind into Charizard. Now with the Spadef boost, I don't know if a Flamethrower certainly won't do it, but yeah, it looked like Fire Blast wouldn't have even either. But Celebi going to BP, send that Calm Mind boost to a Tyranitar, which is going to go for a DD, so specially attacking and physically attacking boosted Tyranitar, just gonna absolutely annihilate Swampert with a Hidden Power Grass. Adam actually saying my bad in chat. I don't know if a crit mattered there, all things considered. It maybe Pert was just barely living by a few percent. Okay, that crit may have mattered though. Well, it is a Metacham, pretty frail. Nonetheless, that gives Charizard an opportunity to take out the Celebi. And in comes T-Tar again. So it has revealed DD, it has revealed Hidden Power Grass. Very likely to have Rock Slide. Yep, there it is, considering it has Dragon Dance. Last move, probably Earthquake, I would imagine, but could be like a Brick Break. Who knows? Probably something physical if it has Dragon Dance. Charizard will just be subbing down. Is sort of fishing for a Rock Slide miss, but also getting into Blaze range. But Flamethrower really won't do anything to... Okay, actually just goes for the Focus Punch. Really hoping that that Rock Slide misses. Zapdos, definitely not something that likes to see Tyranitar. And yeah, clicks the Thunder Wave, and it's Lumtar. Goes for a DD. It might outspeed Zapdos now, and it does. And it will pick up that KO with Rock Slide. Yeah, if it's last move Earthquake, this is probably over. And it is. Okay. Crit may have... there's a chance it mattered there, but... Nonetheless, I mean, Adam is just obviously so far ahead here. And it will be DD-Tar taking it. So let me clicking the Novelty Psychic there. You know, just in case that T-Tar decided to switch for whatever reason. And, yeah. Afterwards in chat as well, Kollin saying, I was never winning once it was revealed Grass, so it's fine, because, yeah, after this T-Tar gets a DD boost, I mean, we saw it absolutely rolled Zapdos. Charizard couldn't really do anything, since it's only Punch. Jirachi just dropped, and, yeah, Swampert absolutely gonna die to that Hidden Power Grass, especially since it was special attack boosted, so even if it gets some chip on this Tar, it's still very much Adam favored as far as the matchup's concerned. Nevertheless, let us jump into game 2 here. Now, if you aren't subscribed already to Revival Tournaments, go ahead and do that, because I told you that you have to. And, I mean, you may as well if you're making it this far. But anyway, game 2, Adam up 1-0 in the series right now. It's going to be a meta mirror off the start, 94%. That is almost certainly choice banded. And Collins reveals Leftovers. And a switch out into Suicune on Salamence. Mence is going to get out of there, fearing a potential Ice Beam, but also just unable to do that much damage to Suicune. And probable Ice Beam, I would say, from this Hydro Pump Suicune. Does get Body Slam parried on the first attempt here. So that is going to be nice as far as applying pressure goes. And Suicune going for an Ice Beam here. And now Kollin switching out to his own Suicune on the full Paraturn. And just going to start Calm Minding. So Hydro Pump and Ice Beam makes it unlikely that this Suicune has Rest as its last move. And it is HP, maybe Electric, maybe Grass. Electric is a more common hidden power on Suicune compared to other Pokemon. But yeah, no Roar, no Rest, none of that, so Kollin's own Suicune definitely going to be able to set up on it. Missed Leech Seed from Celebi on the Ice Beam. Down goes Celebi for absolutely no value. And now Meta is in. This is Choice Banded. And goes for the Mash. Okay. Switch out from Kollin. Maybe worried that Metagross was faster. And this is a very understandable line. Just sack off your own, Metagross that's on Death's Door just to ensure that Meta goes down. Magneton is in. Goes for that's a chunk of a Thunderbolt into T-Tar. So now Kollin can just send in... Okay, doesn't even send in a Rock Resist, just sends in Suicune to potentially KO here. No Rock Slide Flinch, so Tar does go down. And yeah, this Paralyzed Suicune is maybe going to get set up on. Yeah, there goes Calm Minds for Kollin. And the full para is not what Adam wanted to see whatsoever. The game is looking quite nice in Kollin's favor for the time being, just based on the fact that this was Adam's answer. Because I feel, Kollin can go multiple Pokemon after that Mag goes down. Oh man, the crit though. Yikes. And down goes Suicune. Okay, Raikou is kind of exactly what Kollin wants in this position. And with the sub up, you can dodge crits, or at least the crits aren't chunking into your health. Doesn't have Calm Mind though, or at least doesn't click Calm Mind. Okay, in comes Pert. We're going to see if Raikou has Grass or Ice. It goes for Crunch, so probable HP Ice, if that is your go-to move to hit Swampert. But you could just be getting the necessary chip. Nope, never mind. I was going to say you could be getting that necessary chip to lull Swampert into a sense of security, because HP Grass probably doesn't KO from full. Ooh, Zard last. Okay, an interesting... well, I guess on the... what is that? The Spadef drop, Crunch was doing, like 25%, so... Pert probably wasn't in range there. I guess Adam trying to preserve Pert health for the remaining two Pokemon in Salamence and Snorlax. But, I don't know, this looks decent for Kollin if this Salamence has... Oh yeah, if the Salamence has Grass, then it's just over. But with a Magneton, it kind of indicates a physical Mence. Oh, and getting that Body Slam off is huge. That basically won Kollin the game. Because now Mence can really go for any move and be able to KO Pert. Pert, I think, did reveal Ice Beam, right? Yeah, sure did. So, kind of have to click a move here, click Brick Break, and yeah, that's it. I don't know if Mence ever revealed... Okay, it did reveal Leftovers, so yeah. Close game there. Basically one turn away, because this Mence, in all likelihood, was going to go down to a Swampert Ice Beam. So Kollin clawing his way back here to tie things up. And now we move on to Game 3. And it will be a Zapdos vs. Mence lead. Both Pokemon can threaten each other. Zap just clicks Thunder Wave on the Blissey switch. And we'll bring in T-Tar on what is an Ice Beam. Okay, so no status on Tar. And it is Leftovers. Okay, and then a double out into Skarm from Kollin on Swampert. We're going to see a spike go down here. Oh man, when I saw that critical hit text pop up, I'm like, oh, are we? Okay, yeah, that is big damage on the Skarm, but the spike does go up nonetheless. Zapdos is in, maybe implying an HP Grass, but instead clicks Toxic. So looking more like a defensive Zapdos set, especially with the damage it took from the Pert Ice Beam. Actually clicks double Toxic here on a Seismic Toss. And now there's going to be a lot of pressure on the Zapdos. If it has Rest, they might be wanting to click that. Okay, Kollin switching out to Swampert on an Ice Beam, and Blissey's getting chipped quite low by this Toxic, now taking 19% per turn. Double out into Zapdos on Skarmory. Okay, if this is a defensive Zapdos, then Skarmory will live a Thunderbolt, but instead goes Blissey. Are we going to see a Roar? No, just a Thunderbolt. So this will give Blissey the opportunity to heal back up. But that gets Tar in. Now, there is a spike down for Kollin, so even just clicking... Oh, Focus Punch is going to do a fair amount here. Skarm is a reasonable switch at full HP into Tar. Well, you're going to take another punch to get this spike down. And now Skarm is quite weak and probably in Rock Slide range. Are we going to see that? No. A switch out into Skarm on the Toxic. Interesting. So Adam was just willing to sack Skarmory there, it seems. Interesting. Second spike goes down from Kollin as Gengar enters, and Zapdos being the switch probably doesn't bode too well. Indicates probably no Blissey on Kollin's team. Unlikely to have a Lax as well. And back into Pert on the Ice Punch, or after the Ice Punch KO. I mean, having seen Thunderbolt and Ice Punch, Pert a little more confident that this Gengar doesn't have Giga Drain. And revealing Will-O-Wisp, pretty likely that the last move is either Taunt or Explosion. I suppose it could be a coverage move, but who knows. If it were Giga Drain, it surely would have clicked it. And Skarm gonna get sacked off to Gengar, which lets Swampert back in here. Again, Swampert has switched out of this Gengar and given it a KO on multiple occasions. And now it will finally take it out, but plenty of Gengar value. 2 KOs and a burn on Swampert. If there is, I don't know, a T-Tar or... Okay, it's Refresh Pert, never mind. Hydro Pump Refresh is interesting. Usually Refresh Perts carry Surf, just because, like, more PP, and it doesn't miss. Nevertheless, Wish Blissey, and actually, Kollin switching out while Wish was floating, which would have given Adam a free turn to heal something up, such as Skarmory, for instance. Alright, Adam gonna eat a big Focus Punch on Swampert, taking those 2 spikes, switching into Mence now, threatening HP Grass potentially. Would certainly take out Swampert. And does click it. 9% to Blissey. Blissey has already revealed Ice Beam, I believe, so Mence probably want to get out of there. T-Tar is in on Salamence. Okay, nice switch from Adam, because if T-Tar is able to stay in or switch in on Blissey, then you're risking all sorts of nasty stuff as Adam. You are risking a Focus Punch Mind Games, because Swampert can't take a Focus Punch. It is T-Tar last. Rock Slide would do a ton to Salamence, maybe just KO the Skarm. So yeah. Okay, T-Tar is going to scare out Jirachi and click Focus Punch on the switch. In comes Mence. T-Tar I don't know if this is Brick Break range. Kollin's switching out into Pert on Skarmory. Pert has already revealed Toxic, so best thing Skarm can do, yep, is click a Spike and go down to the Hydro Pump. In comes Salamence. And with Hydro Pump, it's, you know, easy to imagine this Pert also has an Ice Beam. Maybe that Refresh went in place of Protect, which it hasn't clicked yet, even though there's plenty of opportunities to get some leftovers chip heal. Nonetheless, Jirachi clicking Ice Beam here gets the freeze on Pert, but it's still outsped, and Pert would have, yeah, it was just going to be a Spike Sack anyway, so freeze not going to matter there. The crit on Tar is quite nice though, with 30%. Now Swampert going to enter on the Rock Slide. Okay. Predicting Salamence switch from Kollin, but Kollin instead going Swampert. And the Spike Sack goes in. Now Mence is in. And the way Kollin has been playing this Jirachi makes it seem like it might be max speed, trying to check Salamence. Actually goes Own Mence now, which the leftovers turns show is faster. Clicks that Dragon Claw, finds a KO. Okay. And this might be unraveling now, because Tar is quite low and could die to just about anything. And of course, Blissey doesn't want to do anything to this, or doesn't want to have to deal with this T-Tar. You can kind of just click Rock Slide and then Brick Break with your Salamence, and it should be over, assuming no hacks. Does hit the flinch, but again, I don't think that that flinch matters all that much in the grand scheme of things, because you can just keep clicking Rock Slide. You're kind of bound to get one eventually. And now it's just Tar, last Mon. Gets outsped and dies to Earthquake. Wow. Things were looking decent for both players throughout the duration of this game, but in the end, yeah, Kollin is going to end up taking a lot of Gengar value from Adam, actually, but it was not enough. Yeah, nonetheless, Kollin will move on to the winner's bracket in round 2. Adam will be going down to the loser's bracket and fighting his way through the tournament from there. But nonetheless, nice series here between these two. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for more Revival. I keep trying to say Revival. For more Jimvitational 2 here.